Good morning, everyone. Obviously, my name is April Coleman, and I am actually a recipient of United Way assistance, specifically the Good Start grant for daycare and child care assistance. I have worked steadily since I was 15. My husband has worked steadily for many years as well. And even thinking back to this day last year, I never thought that I would be in the position to need assistance. I've worked in finance for 11 years. We carefully budget, we run the numbers before major purchases. We always do the best to make educated decisions about our finances. However, life has a way of just taking everything that you know and pulling the rug out from under your feet. When my sister went into the hospital last September, no one had any way to know that 13 hours later she would be gone. She went in for what she thought was a hernia, and through a medical accident, left behind 4 children that lost their only parent. She had 3 children that needed a good home. The week following her death saw discussions about who were they going to go with. We had 3 kids. My parents were knees deep in the adoption process for the boys that became my younger brothers. But through these discussions, there was one thing that stuck with me, and that was a promise. And what I can only call a cosmic coincidence. Not 2 weeks before she passed away, we had what I, at the time, thought was an off-the-cuff conversation. And she had told me that if anything happened to her, my husband and I would have kids. So, and this will stick with me forever. I came home the next day and I looked at my husband and I said, we better hope nothing happens to Dad, because if it does, we get the kids. And he said, all right. Well, 2 weeks later, we were put to the test. When we brought our nephews into our home, we knew what we were facing. 2 voracious appetites. I mean, a parent of 3 kids. I have never seen 2 kids so small eat so much. Holy cow. It's crazy. Counseling for the foreseeable future to work through trauma, clothing, daycare, sports, family activities, everything. When social services told us that we made too much to afford their care for childcare, it was $1,000 a month that would essentially double our mortgage payment. I wanted to break down because all we wanted was to give these boys a good life. And then the social worker, we had made a connection. She understood what I was going through, and she said, you should look into the Good Start grant. And when I got that email, I cried tears of joy. My sister's kids would have a good life and a loving home. We could afford to provide for them. You never know what's going to happen. One day you're great and you're sailing along, and the next day you need help. When you leave here today, remember that it's not just the families that live paycheck to paycheck, it's anybody that can need this assistance. This is why you do what you do, to give families a chance and assurance and freedom. You are helping my family have a fabulous life, and we are okay. So when you leave here, remember, live to help others, live united. Thank you.